Well, hello there. I know maybe it's been a while, and maybe you've been missing your crazy little English teacher. I've been missing you too. But I had to kind of get things set up, give you a little bit of time to recover from the Dracula essay before we can move on to the final essay. Yes, for those of you playing along at home, this is the last essay, at least last English essay, of your high school career. So that's pretty weird. Kind of feels weird to say it, but whatever. That's what it is. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's 9:26 a.m. It's the 16th of April, and here we go. So first, there are some of you, a few of you, who have not yet submitted your Dracula essay. This needs to be remedied very quickly. I'm going to spend the next 5, 6, 7 days getting the Dracula section of our class kind of completed. That means grading, reading, and commenting. I'm going to kind of pour myself into that for the next week. That means when I start looking and I come to see where you are, if there's nothing there, there's going to be a big fat 0 in the gradebook. Now, this isn't going to Skyward yet, of course, but Lone Star is still on, and that 0 will still stand. So if you have not submitted the Dracula essay, that is what you need to be doing right now. It was due Tuesday. It is Thursday. Get it together. Okay? Now, moving forward, I kind of wanted to wait a little bit, give everybody a time to catch their breath, do other classes, take a walk, whatever. But now we need to move on to the final essay. I'm going to be teaching this. I think the best way for me to do it is to write it. So I'm going to kind of do these assignments along with you, except I was doing something. I think I'm doing something new. I'm going to do what I tell you not to do right now. I'm changing topics. I'm not really sure what it's going to be. I'm reading a lot about like bioregionalism and climate change and public policy and the attention economy. I'm reading a lot about this right now because I'm a super fun dude. So I'm going to be changing, but it's okay. I work a little bit faster and I don't have other classes to deal with. So anyway, I'm going to be writing this along with you. But it's time to think about this essay. It is a research essay. It should be based on the kinds of issues you found in the annotated bibliography. So it should be about that topic. Obviously, you can change if you want to, although that means that you have to, before you do anything else, you have to completely restart the research process again. Which is, for some of you, maybe not that big of a deal. For some of you, it may be a significant barricade to changing topics. But I'm not going to put an assignment up yet. I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be long, so longer than the Dracula essay. It's going to require significantly more sources. And I'm not going to give you a specific kind of argument like, oh, this is an evaluation argument, or this is a proposal. Over the next few weeks, I'll go over the various different kind of forms of argumentation that you can choose. But what you do depends on what you're writing about. You hear that? Super dope, right? Yeah, that starts in the morning. Okay, so I think you can probably hear me again. We had to do a little edit there because of the lawn services. At least I don't have to cut grass. Makes me feel good. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah. So be sure that you're, oh boy, I kind of lost my train of thought. Okay, so no assignment yet. It's longer, it's more serious. We're going to talk about lots of different forms of argumentation. It depends, like I was saying before, I had to pause it. It depends on what you're writing about, what your position on this task is. You are making an argument. That means you are going to choose, you're going to take your topic and you're going to make a argument about your position on that topic. It's right, it's wrong, it's important, it's not as important as people think, the laws about it need to be strengthened, the laws about it are unethical, whatever. It can go lots of different ways. It is limited only by what you choose to do. So that's why we're going to take a long time here to kind of work this out. Now, a lot of you, and I understand this because I'm very similar, or I usually am, don't like the process part. What you want to do, what you want is, hey Fred, tell me when it's due. Then a couple days before it's due, you start thinking about it, you write it, you turn it in, you're done. I'm going to say for this quarantine essay portion of your life that hopefully, that was wood, that hopefully will never happen again. That you use this time and space that you have to actually work this process. And a lot of the initial process, and this should be good news, is here. It's in your head. You've got to think about this thing. You've got to let it kind of percolate and stir around in your brain. So that's what we need to kind of start thinking about, is what are we going to say about whatever you are going to write. You have to think about how you feel about it. What do you think? What should we do? What should we change? Should we change nothing? You got to think about it. So, I've put 2 assignments in a new module called Final Essay on Canvas. There's 2 assignments in there right now. The first is kind of like it's called brainstorming. And this is where I ask you some questions and I want you to tell me what you're going to write about. So what I want you to do for that is basically go look at your annotated bib and go, what was I doing? What was I thinking about? How do I feel about this issue? Because before you can move forward, you need to decide if that's the direction you're going to go. Maybe things have changed. I was going to write about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and like postmodern, gender politics. Then as quarantine happened and I was reading different things, I've gone in a completely different direction because my brain, my heart, they're in a different place right now, so I don't feel like writing about Buffy right now. I feel like writing about something else. I mean, in some ways it's related, but not really. So if you do change, this is fine. Just know that you've given yourself more work, especially here on the front end. But look at what you picked for your annotated bib. How do you feel about it? What is your position on it? And we'll talk more about this going forward. I'll make more videos. I'll walk you through my process. But there's some questions there. There's not many. And then just in a text entry box or on a Word document, I have a couple things I want you to do. Just do them. That's due Sunday night. Then the second assignment on there is called a relevance check. It's relevance. Is your issue relevant? And I'm asking you to go find something new about your topic and make an APA citation, just the citation for the thing that you find, and then summarize and explain why you picked it. Like really quickly, 150 words total for the summary and why you picked it. That is to find something recent. I specified within 2 years. It would be better if it were within 18 months. Because if nobody's talking about your issue right now, then is it really relevant? And this is kind of why I moved a little bit away from Buffy, because in the midst of the quarantine, in the midst of all of these things going on right now, there are pressing issues. There are things that legitimately matter. And I feel like if we're going to write actual arguments, if we're going to do meaningful work, then it should be relevant to our world right now. So, look at your topic, decide what you want to write about, submit that. Then go find something recent about it, an article, a political speech, a televised or recorded news segment, a recent documentary, something new and recent about your issue to show that it's being dealt with in our social, cultural, political world right now. Now, I know that right now, like most of what you're hearing is about the virus. But if you're reading or listening about the virus discussions, you'll hear there's discussions of, federal authority, state authority, income inequality, capitalism versus other forms of economic and social policy. There are lots of discussions going on. And so find something about your topic that's recent. And you're asking me right now, hey Fred, what if I can't? Well, I'm going to say this to you, and I don't want you to get mad at me. If you can't, then you need to change or modify your topic so that it is something that people are discussing. Now, the good news is, in our media-saturated world, somebody is talking about your topic. If it matters at all to humans, somebody's talking about it. Somebody is probably talking about it right now. You're just going to have to dig. Now, if you have any questions about how to dig or where to dig or what to do, please do not hesitate to ask me, and I'll be kind of, over the next few days, kind of walking you through my process as I do this stuff. Okay? Now, granted, it's not necessarily fair, considering my topic is based tangentially to a book I just read, which was published in 2019, so it fits within the parameters of the recent things. So, my search is easy, but I can still show you how I would go about this search, and I will. So, to recap, man, what a long video. First, look at your annotated bib, decide what you're going to write about, submit that to me by Sunday. That's in the brainstorming assignment. And then find something recent, like within 2 years, 18 months would be better. Find something recent about your topic, like in the actual popular media world. So don't go digging in a database necessarily. Find something from a newspaper or an online journal or a TV news program. Find something recent and kind of popular in the popular media about your topic. What is it? Why'd you pick it? APA citation for it by Tuesday. That'll get us started, and that'll give me some time to start the process of getting caught up on all of the Dracula stuff and prepare some materials for you to watch me kind of do this. I know I've been teasing a live stream for a while. It's gonna have to happen. I haven't decided if I want to do they'll probably be different forms. There'll probably be some YouTube live, but there's probably going to be some focused Zoom meetings where I'm going to take a chunk of you and Zoom with you and kind of walk you through this process, sharing my screen and showing you what I'm doing so that you can see kind of how I do. Okay, wow, almost 14 minutes. Man, if you've made it this far, cheers. Oh, cold brew. So, I put the grounds in the French press, pour the water in it, sit it in the refrigerator overnight, and then pour it in the morning. Man, smooth, delicious, super caffeinated. Anyway, I'm glad we're doing this together. Don't freak out about this essay. Here's what I'm asking you to do before I let you go. This is what I'm asking. I'm asking you to just roll with me on it. I've been asking you this since August. But please, for this one, just kind of come along at my pace. Don't do your pace for once. For once in your high school career, just kind of go with me. Let's just do this together. I'll slow my pace down to work with you, but let's make the magic happen. Am I a hula dancer now? Maybe. My hair? Look at it. I look like I live in a bunker. And this beard, I'm just going to It's crazy. Whatever, it is what it is. Go with me on this one. So, you get 2 assignments. The actual stuff you have to submit will not take you a long time. The cognitive labor, like the work you have to do in your head, is significant. Because this stage, and I say this all the time to you, and a lot of you, you know who you are. You don't listen. This is the part that matters. The thinking part. Not the, oh, I gotta get that done by... No, man. This is the part. This is the part that you think about. So when you're sitting there, when you're baking, when you're taking your run or your walk, this is when you've got to start thinking about, what are you writing about? And then why? Why are you writing about this? Why did you choose it? What matters about that topic to you? You're getting ready. After all this is done, you're getting ready to go into the world and be the future of our planet. So what you care about actually matters. I mean, it's mattered since you were a kid. It's always mattered because you matter. But it's beginning to actually matter in the real world, on the ground. What you care about is what matters. It is important. So why do you care about these things? I picked it because I like stuff about things. Like that we're done with that. Why do you care about it? And everything works. Don't think, I'm going to choose the complexities of climate laws in late capitalism because you think that's what I like. This isn't about me. It's never been about me. It's not about me. It's not about my generation. I mean, this is my time. My generation right now, we're trying to do what we can. But we're on the way out. Coming up behind us, we have the millennial generation. They're going to be the ones that are going to drive it. And then there's you. You're the ones that determine what my old years look like. When I'm really gray. When I'm actually old. When Liam has children, you're the generation that's going to run this. So you matter. Your ideas, your feelings, your thoughts, you matter. So why are you writing about this thing? Why does it matter to you? And that's the kind of thinking that takes time. Maybe you're thinking about other stuff. Now's the time to think about what matters to you. Not just for this essay, although for this essay it is essential that you pick something that matters to you, but for your life. For my life, for Liam's life, it matters. So think about this. The typing is easy. I'm going to write about this. Here's why. I found this speech. I thought it was cool. Here's the citation. That stuff takes minutes to actually input into the computer. But the thinking takes time. So today's Thursday. The topic's due Sunday. Think. You've got time to think right now. If you have time to do anything, you have time to think. It's a beautiful sunny day today. Go outside. Stay away from everybody, obviously. Think about it. Okay? Spend some time seeing what matters to you. All right. If you have any questions, my gosh, almost 20 minutes. Are you serious right now? Bro, this is a little extra. Anyway, I love you. I miss you. Please talk to me, and you'll be hearing from me very, very soon. Be safe, be well.